Gentlemen, you've met a delightful young lady. You've managed to persuade her to go on a date with you. And you really want to leave her with the best possible impression of yourself. So, the question is, where on earth do you go? You can search online and there are tons of different articles recommending completely different places that you should go on a first date to make it easier for yourself. However, some of these places are just stupid, unrealistic, and it won't leave an individual impression on the girl that you are something special. So, in order to help you speed up the process of deciding where you're going to take this lovely lady, I'm giving you my 5 best first date ideas. And if you haven't used these ideas on the first date, maybe you could introduce them, second, third date, or even if you're with a long-term partner just for some fun. In my opinion, all good dates have several things in common. In my opinion, all good dates have got to involve 4 particular things. They've got to be fun, social, there's got to be opportunity for flirtation, and they've got to be inexpensive. In terms of fun, well, the date's got to be fun for you to enjoy the date yourself. There's no point going and meeting this person if you're both not going to have a fun time overall. Dates have got to be sociable. It's no good going to the cinema and looking at a film and staring in silence because you're not going to learn anything about the person and they're not going to learn anything about you. There has to be opportunity for flirtation, and this isn't the same as simply socializing with the person because, you can socialize with friends, but there's got to be something different about the date which will give you more things that you can flirt about. And finally, they've got to be inexpensive because in my opinion, I'm not going to go waste £300 on a girl only for me to find out that she isn't right for me and I don't want to see her again. That would be one expensive mistake. So all the things that I'm suggesting to you now pretty much follow those same 4 criteria. Date idea number 1, take her to a petting farm or zoo. Women love animals, gentlemen. Well, the majority of women anyway. Going to a petting farm is going to give you loads of different things that you can talk about. Lots of different animals, experiences. You have the opportunity, to show your caring side to the woman if you're caring about the animals. These places are usually really cheap and can also be quite romantic in a really weird way. Date idea number 2 is going to crazy golf. Pretty much everyone loves crazy golf. The best types are the ones that have a built-in alcohol bar at the place as well. You can use that beer to calm your nerves and then, get up close and personal with the person that you're going on a date with. This also hits all the criteria. It's cheap, it's fun, you've got a good chance to talk to the other person and get up close and personal with them. Date idea number 3 is a theme park, and I'd perhaps not recommend one of the bigger theme parks where it's quite a journey away and then you're spending the whole day there. I'd recommend this if you potentially live a bit nearer to a theme park. A smaller one that's more localized and only has a few rides is probably going to be the best idea. This is probably the most expensive one on the list, but it's also probably the most fun for you as well. I wouldn't recommend taking them to a large, expansive theme park that's a long way away from where you live because then you can be tied down to spending a whole day with them, and if things get awkward, you're pretty much screwed. Date idea number 4. This is simple, predictable one, bowling. Very similar to crazy golf. A lot of places will offer alcohol as well, so you can use that liquid confidence to calm any nerves. In my opinion, if you're on a really tight budget, then bowling is a much better alternative to the cinema. Generally, most places will have an easily accessible bowling alley as well, so that makes it easier for you guys who perhaps don't live in the city. And finally, date idea number 5 is a bit more of a random one. Going to a proper scary place or haunted house. And I don't mean be stalkerish and take her into the dark woods or into, abandoned buildings. That's not really what I mean here. Around Halloween time, there will be lots of places that offer like a professional, business style haunted house where you can go with friends or in this case, a lucky lady. There are also certain places that are a bit harder to find that will operate all year round as well. So in my opinion, if the girl's getting scared and she can grab onto you, then that is a good manly sign for you. Or of course, you can just pretend to be scared as well. So there you go, fellas. 5 different first date ideas that the majority of men wouldn't really come up with. The truth is, most men will take women either to a meal or the cinema and nothing else. So if you use one of these 5 ideas, then you're sure to be onto a winner. I want to know from you guys in the comment section below, what's the best date that you've personally been on? And also, what's the worst date you've been on? I want to hear some horror stories as well, fellas, so that we can all learn from each other's mistakes. If you enjoyed today's video and you're going to try out some of them tips for yourself, make sure you leave a like on the video. And also, I am soon going to be doing a what to wear on a first date video as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to be notified when that video goes live as well. And I'm sure that'll be useful for loads of you guys watching this video.